Hello, this is a free call from
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
Hey, you.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I'm okay. I think. How are you?
I'm good. Just chillaxing. Just got off work, so.
Oh yeah. Was it hard?
Oh no, thank God it's my Friday. So tomorrow and the next day is my days off. So I'm done. After 6, I'm done.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do on your days off?
I don't know yet. Probably just gonna watch some TV and maybe read a little bit. Definitely catch up on some schoolwork and call it a wrap. I'm trying to catch up on writing because, like, they have not had envelopes at the store for the longest time, for the past, 3 weeks. And
Really?
So, yeah. And so I'm like, oh, I can't write nobody because I only have so many envelopes left. And I'm like, I got all these stamps, but hardly any envelopes. And I keep on getting letters. I'm like, I can't respond back. And then I got a lot of cards for my birthday, which all I did for my birthday was I did laundry. I felt like I had a lot of energy. So I just did laundry and tweaked out on my locker, got rid of the old crap in with the new crap. I did that like 3 times a week. So it wasn't very exciting, but it was a calm birthday, so that's what I kind of wanted.
Yeah, definitely.
And then yesterday I got a TB test. More needles.
A kitty test?
No, a TB test for tuberculosis. They make us do it every year annually on our birthday or close to our birthday.
Oh, is it a medical thing?
Yeah. And I had it done in Vandalia, so I'm like, I tested negative, so I don't know why they keep freaking doing it, but it's policy. They just do it.
Yeah.
Everybody gets it done. But you've been approved on my visiting list.
Yeah, I heard. Kristy told me. I'm really excited.
Yeah. I was like, I thought it wouldn't take too long.
I know, it didn't take long at all.
No. I'm like, but I did want to talk to you about something. Okay, so, you know how friends can only visit on the Friday, right? And
yeah.
The Saturday and the Sunday is meant for immediate family. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there is a loophole to that, and I remember you saying that you might want to come visit more frequently. And so I'm like, well, there is a loophole, and I just didn't know if you'd be okay with it. It's not what it sounds like, but the caseworker told me that I can designate someone as my significant other, and then that would make them quote unquote immediate family, so they can come on the Saturday and the Sunday as well as the Friday. So I was wondering if you would like me to put you down as my SO, and that way, since you'll be coming more frequently, you can come the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, whatever.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with that.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure it was okay with you before I actually did it. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of funny.
So I'm like, it's not what it sounds like. Everybody's like, oh, well, your significant other is a spouse or something. And I'm like, it's not what it sounds like. You could put a woman down or your best friend as your significant other. So I'm just like, hey, it's a loophole.
Yeah, it could mean anything. I mean, that's up for interpretation.
Yeah. So I was like, I do that on Monday.
I wanted to tell you that I'm really sorry that it took me so long to respond to your letter.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh well, I mean, I replied and I sent it. So I sent you actually 3 letters. Yeah, one of them is respond to the letter. The second one is I sent you a bunch of pictures. And and the third one, Kristy forgot. I talked to Kristy about this, and she forgot to tell you, so I went ahead and sent you this anyway. But I was reading on the Missouri Corrections website about executive clemency.
What's that?
Basically, it's like, you know, how can I explain this? There's a list, and basically it's an application for you to, you know, I guess plead your case or like say, it's basically like, you know, it's like, you know, clemency is basically, I think it means mercy or something like that.
Yeah, it means mercy. Yeah.
Yeah, but basically, you know, I think, you know, it couldn't hurt for you to fill out the application, and I sent in the instructions and like the qualifications for it.
Okay.
But I mean, you know, considering like the extraordinary circumstances of your case and everything like that, and I put this in the letter too, that, you know, I mean, it'll appeal to bureaucrats there, but well, I mean, you know, it would save the state a lot of money if they just released you on parole, and you could go back home to Louisiana and just serve the remaining, you know, years of your sentence on parole. And, you know, yeah, I mean, it just, in my mind, it makes sense because, you know, it costs a lot of money to house, you know, an inmate.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact is that, you know, you have a support structure, you have your family, you know, and your friends and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you know, it would make more sense if they just, you know, let you go on parole, and then, you know, you can, I mean, get whatever, you know, therapy or help that you may need, but also be supervised in that circumstance, but you at least get to go home, you know?
Right. And it's not like I'm going to mess up or anything. It's not like I'm going to, you know, touch another case while I'm on parole, because that's not going to happen. I've never gotten in trouble before, and
yeah.
I'm not going to later on. So.
Well, I mean, I figured it would be a lot better for you, though, like, I mean, mental health-wise, because,
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, when you're on parole, though, I mean, parole kind of sucks because essentially you're like a little kid, you know what I mean? That's the best way I can describe it.
An extra PO, which is your daddy, for permission to do anything. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kristy's not going to let you out of her sight.
No, well, I mean, we've talked about it before, and we're talking about rules set for, like, Mia and me and Dylan. And I don't know if you got my letter that I sent, and where I was kind of venting because I had after we got off the phone last Saturday, I had called Mom on the Sunday, and she was crying, and like I just felt like something was wrong, and I know that she had been sick a couple of days prior, and so I'm like, I just have this gut feeling like something is wrong, that I should call her. So I give her a call, and I'm like, how are you feeling? And she said, I'm all right. I've been doing all right. And I hear it in her voice, like, something else is wrong. And I'm like, what's wrong? What's really wrong? And she's like, something is wrong. And I asked her what it was, and so Dad had a major meltdown, and he talked to me and Dylan and Mia, but I didn't think he was going to explode the way he did. And so he just texted Mom, like, you need to get a job, you've gained too much weight, I'm not attracted to you anymore, I don't love you like I should, you know, all of these, like, really asshole stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. And he cut Dylan off because Dylan owes him over $5,000 in debt.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Mia has to get a job if she wants to drive her new car, which is reasonable because she is 16. She should get a job to at least help pay for the car. And Mom has to get a job. Now, you know that she has a neck injury, so finding a job is going to be kind of difficult for her because she's limited to what she could do. And I was freaking out because I'm like, okay, so everybody has something, a rule or something that they got to do. What's mine? You know, because Dad was helping about money issues. And Dad has a good job. And I'm like, I don't understand where this is coming or why this is happening right now. So I cried on the phone with her, and just hearing her cry hurt me. And because I'm like, okay, it hit a sore spot for me because I'm like, Nick used to degrade me like that all the time. It was always, you know, you don't have the figure I want. Your breasts are too small. So I started ordering these pills that are supposed to enhance your breasts online. And different stuff like that. And so I'm like, for me, a man degrading someone that they're supposed to love unconditionally pisses me off.
Yeah.
So I was like trying to call Dad and figure out what's going on, and his phone wasn't allowing him to take my call. And Mom, that's probably a God thing. Maybe God just doesn't want y'all to talk right now because it would be all bad. And I think maybe you're right. And so when I was calm, I had given him a call. He took my call. I talked to him for a little bit, and I kind of did the back and forth thing where I call her, call him, try to figure out what's going on. And anyway, long story short, she realizes that she needs to kind of become the person that she used to be, you know, and work on her marriage. She understands that whenever Dad would say, you know, let's go out and get a drink, she would always blow him off and come up with an excuse not to. And I know she was thinking about, like, conserving money and stuff, but I'm like, Mom, if he's asking you to go out with him, then clearly it's all right to spend that money because he's asking you to. And so she realizes what she needs to do. He realizes what he needs to do. So I'm kind of like a love guru. So I fixed it. Oh my God, I fixed it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, have they considered maybe going to some counseling?
I don't know. I haven't asked Mom if they have. I haven't asked them, but I'm like, you know, maybe if they just actually had a long conversation with each other. I feel like they've been under a lot of stress, and I was freaking out that what if it's me, and, you know, both of them are like, no, and what I was scared of is, you know, is Mom still going to be there for me if they break up or something, you know, or get a divorce. And so that day that I was talking to her on the phone, the very next day she was still, you know, talking to people that are in the support group, hoping to get more signatures for the petition. So I'm like, okay, so there is without a doubt there's no doubt in my mind that she'll still be there for me no matter what. And that was kind of for that. So, long story short, I had a very stressful beginning of the week. So I kind of listed all that in the letter. Well,
I mean, I don't want you to blame yourself.
I don't. I
okay, good.
That you know, things just happen, and especially in the marriage.
Well, I mean, I think, you know, I mean, Kristy really, really loves you, and but I think your dad, though, I mean, I think he has a lot of guilt, you know.
I know.
I think he's dealing with that still, and you know, I think that's just a part of it. But I mean, and the fact is that, you know, he works, you know, so far. I mean, he's gone from home for a month, you know. So I mean, that puts a lot of stress on people because, you know, you can only talk to somebody over the phone. You can't exactly have that, you know. I mean, I personally prefer like face to face because you can see someone's emotions.
Right.
And you know, but I mean, it's easier to, like, when he said all those asshole-ish things, you know, I mean, that's easy to do when you're not facing somebody. So I think it's kind of like, you know, that juvenile part of him that, like, you know, well, I mean, he's alone, you know what I mean?
Right. And it feels like
so
he's doing everything on his own, and then all the responsibility is on him. And he really didn't realize, like, look, she has a lot of responsibility too. She has to take care of the house and, you know, take care of Mia and Dylan and, you know, take care of me and everything to do with that goes with me. So, I mean, there's never one time that she does not take my call. And I've probably called her every day this week.
Oh. Well, look, Gypsy, I can tell you, though, one thing, though. Once you get out on parole, let's see here. That'll be about, like 2 years you're going to be on parole if you get out, yes?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I was trying to do the math in my head. So you got 10 years, but you're getting out after 8. Yeah.
Right.
It's so funny, too, because I always, like, I sometimes I get bored and I calculate it as like, okay, she'll be out in 2024, and then I subtract 2017, and it's like, okay, that's 7 years, but then she said 6.5, so technically she's right because of that, I'm a big old dork. Anyway.
Fine. I did that at FOIA in county. I was like, okay, if I get this many years, and I was counting it up to about 30, okay? And so I had nothing but time on my hands. So I kept calculating it up, and I'm like, okay, so, 85%, and I was just trying to figure out all the dates, how old I'll be, what year it'll be, what month.
3,000 days. That's what you got.
Oh, my God. That's a lot.
Yeah. Hey, that's not, well. Okay, well, you prefer 3,000 or 30,000, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It could always be worse.
Yeah, it could, honestly, it really could. So.
Oh, no, my favorite is, I saw this thing, it said, life is all about perspective, and it said, like, to the, oh, shit, I know I'm gonna say this wrong. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, to the lobsters in the kitchen of the Titanic, the sinking was a miracle. To them it was a miracle. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's all about perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Those lucky damn lobsters.
Exactly. Hey, there's a silver lining in everything.
All right.
But but what I was saying though about your PO is that you are required to get a job. So that's the thing too. Like, your parents are, they'll have rules, but trust me, you're going to have rules regardless. So they need to chill. They need to chill out because, you're going to have to comply to a lot of, well, it also depends too, because I've read that depending on the charge and everything like that and the conditions of your parole, there are some requirements that you're going to have to do, and there are some that you don't. Like, I think, like, if you have a drug charge, like, you're required to get tested constantly.
Right.
So I don't think that's going to be an issue for you, but, they may want to do it anyway. You know what I mean? So you never know.
I do it every once in a while. They could drop on me every once in a while or whatever. But I did hear this one that someone else with a violent charge was telling me that whenever you're on parole, you have to tell your PO whoever you're dating or in a relationship with, and this goes for everything, including one-night stands. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, like they want to know everything. And I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
That is kind of random, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think they want to know that, though, because of, I've heard that you can't have any contact with other people who are on parole.
True.
So, if you meet somebody and they happen to be a felon as well, they need to know that, I guess, or maybe because they can use you to, pass messages or something to their gang or something. Well, it's interesting. It's fascinating how, like, men in prison, they join gangs, but women in prison, they form families.
Yeah, to a certain extent. Like, if you have a good room or something, then that kind of becomes your temporary family. But there's kind of like gangs here. There's a lot of coupling, but besides that, no gangs or half the stuff they show on TV doesn't actually really go on in here.
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting. Oh, I almost got taken to the hole on my birthday.
What? What happened?
Okay, so my roommate Becky was leaving to go to drug treatment, and so she's gonna be moving, and she had all her stuff packed, and I didn't think that she was coming back, and I wasn't gonna be able to say goodbye. So anyway, I see her coming through the door, and I say, Becky, and I jumped up and give her a big hug. Okay, when the CO saw that, and he comes up and says, what's going on in here? We looked at him like, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about right now? And he's like, I saw arms around her. Do you want to explain that? And both of us looked at each other like, I don't deny. And so he's like, is that the way you want to play it? And we're like, still looking at each other like, you're kidding right now, right? Because like, this is ridiculous. And he's known for being an asshole. And he has a little game of how many violations can he write in a day. So he's like, go sit in the blue chairs. And I know it wasn't her because she's black. And there's little white arms around you. So naturally there's only 2 more white people in the room. So so we go sit down, and I'm like, look, if he's going to write a violation, I'm going to take it because it's not your fault I gave you a hug. And so he pulled one of us to the back, asked her if this was a PREA incident, which is a rape charge, and she said, no, it's nothing like that. She just gave me a hug. She got excited and gave me a hug. And so he excused her. And then they pulled me to the back, asked me what was going on. I said, I got excited. I gave her a hug because she's moving to go to treatment. And so I'm sorry. And we said, well, I just wanted to make sure this wasn't a PREA incident. There's no touching other inmates in here, regardless of if it's innocent or not, whatever. There's just no touching. So I said, I'm sorry. I won't hug anybody again. And I got excused. And he's like, you're lucky I could have put you to the hole for that or gave you a violation, which would have been my 3rd violation, which I would have gotten kicked off the honor wing. So I'm like, most people go to the hole for fighting or violence, and I would have been there for giving someone a hug.
I know. I'm so sorry, honey. You know what I was thinking, though? Like, when you were saying what he was saying, I'm just thinking, it's like, man, it must really suck having a tiny dick, you know? I mean...
it's like they need to understand women are emotional creatures, dude. Like, we hug, we, touch. It doesn't have to be sexual. It could just be completely innocent.
Oh, I know. And there are some people that are just sadistic, you know? I mean... It's a fine balance, but also, I mean, they're just people who want to take advantage of the power that they have, and they don't get paid a lot of money, so I think that's just part of it. They get off on it, and you did the right thing, though.
I didn't want her to get a violation for something that I did. So I'm like, part of taking blame and taking responsibility. So that's kind of what I'm trying to learn all about. So.
No, I'm proud of you. No, that was very good, and you told the truth,
Yeah.
And I mean, that's, that's all you can do. And, yeah, that's kind of ridiculous, but, I mean, at least you didn't, at least you didn't escalate the situation, you know what I mean? Because there are people who will, take that shit personally and, start talking back, and it's like, that's, it's like, it feels good in the moment, but then, people who have absolute control over your fate, you just got to comply. And hey, it's not permanent, you know what I mean?
Right. It's not going to be forever. So at least
no, it's not.
I take comfort in that. Oh,
yeah.
Did you get my letter yet? Anyway.
I did.
Okay, you got it. Okay, I don't remember if I sent so. Yeah, the one from last week or the one that I sent this week?
Wait, hang on. Let me see. I got it here. Well, no, it's in my bag. Like
Okay.
I keep your letters in my I have a whatchamacallit, a schedule, like a little booklet schedule.
Okay.
What are you laughing at?
I do the same thing.
Hang on a
I lose my
second.
schedule.
No, I remember you dated it. It's 7/17.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I keep a schedule too on my calendar, and I'm like, I have no idea how long it takes to get to you.
To what?
I'm like, I have no idea how long it takes to get to you. And so I asked Mom, I'm like, did he get my letter yet?
Yeah, well, that's it's so funny too because I've been wondering that as well. I was like, I think because I think it takes for you to get the letter, like it like the first one, it took about a week. So I'm not sure. I mean, I think though, because I don't know how long it takes them to inspect the mail and then get it out. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean,
I think that's the X factor.
Right, yeah. I mean, I don't think it takes that long because I usually calculate when someone sends me a letter, and when I send one, it can take like 4 days seems to be the average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy though. People get really creative, like when they try and send drugs through the mail and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I mean, I can understand that they have to, I guess keep a watchful eye and stuff like that. But it's silly. I wonder why we can't send you like, stamps or envelopes or mailing stuff.
I think because we could buy that ourselves. I don't know why you can't just we can get it as, just something that we can get if somebody wants to give it. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's just because we could buy it ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it would save you money though. I mean, you'd still have the money to, buy Cherry RC or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm not going to drink a Cherry RC on the phone no more. I'm like, I told my roommate Susie, I'm like, Susie, I was choking on the phone. I was going to die. Like, I need some freaking Heimlich maneuver on there over here.
Oh, you're not. No, it's just a natural reaction. It's a muscle reflex. It's really cool, though, because, like, when you get control of it, like, that happens to me sometimes, and then my mind automatically is like, okay, relax. You're not drowning. You're not dying. It's just water,
Right.
And then, like, if you relax it, it's so crazy, though, because the muscle, like, just reacts, Anyway, yeah, I'm a big old nerd.
Fine, I am too. I'm like, I'm a super, super nerd. I'm like, my roommates are like, you like that stuff? I'm like, yeah, I'm a nerd. Like I was watching the coverage of Comic-Con on Sci-Fi, and I got so excited. I was like squealing, and they're like, look at me like I'm insane. I'm like, you guys just don't know.
What did you see?
I saw, so they had a little bit of a clip from the new Doctor Who. So the cast on there. They had this kind of like, when we were kids, they had those, like, cars, that you could drive, you can get into, like a kiddie car, and I forgot what they're called. They're not big wheels, but the ones...
Like go-karts?
Yeah, kind of like go-karts. Some of them, they have like a 4x4 truck. Others, they have like a little pink car that the kids can get into and drive. I used to have one as a kid.
Cool.
But anyway, it's a land speeder from Star Wars.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, I thought it was so cute.
Yeah, me too. I was like, I wish I was 3 again.
You probably still could fit in one, honey.
Probably could. If I can fit at the bottom of my freaking locker and in my coat, I can definitely fit in a land speeder.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, little land speeder. So yeah, I saw that. That was adorable.
Yeah. My kid is gonna have that one day. I'm like, I probably can't have that for myself because that would look weird, but my kid is gonna have that.
Oh, Merlin?
Yes, Merlin. I told him, I said, everybody is against this name. Look, even Robert's against the name. And he likes stuff like that.
No, I actually on my letter, I did a PS and I said, go ahead and name your kid Merlin because there's a definite shortage of unique names out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there is. And I mean,
so
I thought of a couple. I was like going through different names, and whenever my roommate said no to Merlin, I was like Lancelot, Glenn. I was going through them all, and I was like Gandalf. She's like no. I'm like okay.
Oh, it's so cool. You mentioned Gandalf. Did you see the trailer for Ready Player One?
Oh yeah, I did.
Have you read the book?
No.
Oh my God, that is probably
one of the book.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay. Anyway, no, that is like probably one of the best books I've ever read.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It is like I could not put it down. I don't know if you're familiar though. Like it's very heavy on pop culture, especially from the 80s. I don't know if you're familiar with a lot of like. Have you seen War Games?
No.
Oh, okay. So you probably wouldn't get that part, like Goonies and stuff like that.
I've seen Goonies, yeah.
Okay. Oh man, damn. I wish you could come over and we could watch movies.
I know, that'd be awesome.
Well, like the book is just incredible. Like the concept, and you know what's cool? The author Ernest Cline, he lives here in Austin.
Really?
Oh yeah. He's a really cool guy. I met him at a bookstore.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I didn't have my book though, so I didn't get it signed.
Well, you could have
I didn't know he was there.
You know, paper, napkin, something.
Oh no, I shook his hand and I said, I love the book, man. I just thank you so much for writing it because, well, I had a lot of fun reading it because literally I read it in like 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah, well, normally, well, I like to enjoy books, you know what I mean? So it usually takes me about a week to read something, you know what I mean? Because I like to, to get a couple chapters in and to actually stop and then think about what I read, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with that book, I just like, oh my God, I'm having so much fun. Well, it's an adventure, man. It's like, man, I should just send you a copy and see what you think.
Yeah.
Oh my God, sorry.
I won't be able to watch the movie until it comes out on DVD. So.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely have it probably.
Okay, cool.
Well, what's interesting though. Well, Ernest Cline did an interview recently, and he was saying though that there's a lot of stuff in the book that isn't going to be in the movie, and there's a lot of things that he had to change for the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because oh my God, copyrights would be insane.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, like it's ridiculous what's in that book.
Cool. I love watching.
Well, like.
I love the 90s, I love the 80s, and stuff on VH1. And
oh, that's still on?
Yeah, it's still on. And I can,
oh, wow.
Yeah, I can pick out the things that I remember. Because a lot of my mom's toys she gave to me, and a lot of things she just raised me old school, okay? So she raised me, like, whenever she was little. And so stuff like Alf and, the freaking troll dolls and stuff like that, and Cabbage Patch Kids, I know all about. So I'd be like, oh, yeah, you weren't born whenever that happened, but I'm like, hey, try me, because I just might know about it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, like, in, what was it, in Ready Player One, though, what's cool about all the references is that they actually pertain to the hunt, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh, do you want to know what it's about?
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me.
Or do you have an idea about what it's about?
I'm thinking like maybe it's kind of like a Tron thing, kind of like Tron.
Yeah. No, I mean you're not too far away. Okay, basically, it's the year 2024.
Okay.
And oh wait. I'm sorry. No, I'm totally wrong. It's 2040. That's what it is in the book.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And what happens is just like the world has completely gone to shit. I mean, like there's wars and I mean, famine and everything like that. Well, in this world, it takes place in Oklahoma City, and people live in these things. They're called the stacks. And what it is, it's a bunch of trailers, but they're all like they're all kind of stacked on top of each other in like it's kind of like an apartment, but they're mobile homes. And there's like this metal girding, and it's really, really cool. But yeah, they call it the stacks. And the main character, his name is Wade Watts. And but in this world though, everybody escapes from the horrible, like what's going on in the planet through this thing called the Oasis. And the Oasis is this like totally immersive virtual reality setup that everybody has. And what's cool about it is that, I mean, it is so integrated into our culture that people go to school, like they don't even have to leave the house. Like you basically, you go into the Oasis and you go to school. They have a whole planet of nothing but school. So, so basically like Wade goes to class. He's poor, you know what I mean? So basically his Oasis like rig, it was given to him. It was like school issue. So basically like all students get, this so they can go to school. So, imagine instead of having to buy books, you get a virtual reality set. And
that's cool. That'd be awesome. Never have to run out of room.
I know, right? Well, what's interesting though is that the guy who created the Oasis, his name is James Halliday, and the day he died, there was a video sent out across the internet to, everybody could watch it, but basically it was called his avatar's name is Anorak, and the title of the video is Anorak's Invitation, and what it is he is basically created, he put all of these Easter eggs in the Oasis in order to, you have to find these 3 keys, and one leads to the other, right? So, well, what's interesting though, it's a competition. So basically, if you win, you get, the ultimate prize. Basically, all money is. I'm sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of selling this.
I'm sure you are. You're doing better than I would.
Oh well, it's like I'm trying to like give you information, but I don't want to spoil anything because it's so. Well, it's so exciting because when Wade finds the first key, it is just so like, oh my God, like it's so cool. Anyway,
pretty cool. I can't wait to watch the movie because I watched this Nothing But Trailers on Access TV, and they show trailers and stuff, and I want to keep up to date with what's coming out so I know what to write down for a suggestion whenever it comes out on DVD. And yesterday was Kong Skull Island. And
I want to see that.
I prefer the King Kong by Peter Jackson.
Oh, okay.
That's just me, but maybe I'm just used to it. I don't know. I just thought it was better. And well, anyway, I saw they have a trailer out for a new version of Jumanji. Now,
yes.
I think that they ruined Jumanji by doing this. I'm like, the original Jumanji was good enough. They did not have to ruin it by putting The Rock, and they just made it stupid. I'm not even going to watch it. I'm just like, they've made it stupid. They've ruined it.
But Gypsy, I was exactly like you. But have you seen the trailer?
I have.
And what I mean, well, no, they changed it. I think it looks really funny.
I don't know. It's just I like the original, and I don't want them to change my mind.
Oh, honey, it's not going to change your mind. I mean, I love the original too, but I like how they turned it into like a video game.
Yeah, for like,
and like
the new, the new generation that don't play with board games. And I had the board game, and I was so afraid of the movie. The drums freaked me out, but I was young, okay, so a lot freaked me out back then. And
oh yeah,
we had the board game, and I thought that it was all real, so I never played the board game. Yeah. So,
yeah, I really miss Robin Williams too.
Yeah, he was a good actor. Yeah. And
yeah.
I think
well, he's a good person.
Yeah. And I think the saddest thing is that whenever he'd be doing an interview or whatever, he looked so happy, and it came as such a shock,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just crazy. Because I've had friends that have committed suicide, and they seem like happy people, like their lives were fine. And they couldn't take it anymore. So.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's important, though, to, just have someone to talk to, like, just don't keep all that inside, because, it doesn't go anywhere, and it only, boils over when it gets to be too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, this got all...
I know, this got kind of like really high and really low. So.
Yeah, I mean, it happens, but I mean, you just gotta... What a good thing, and what I want you to really like learn, hopefully, when you go to therapy, is just how to express it. Like, it's okay to to be upset, and it's okay to express that. Like, I mean, you have worth. You know what I mean? Like, you have a right to exist, and you have a right to be upset if you want to.
Yeah, but I think how I deal with things is not exactly healthy. Just not healthy and not exactly good for the people around me. Because I notice that whenever I'm hurt or I'm upset, I kind of put up a wall for everybody. And the way I am is that, okay, so there's the layer of me that the general public sees. Then there's the layer that my parents see. Then there's a layer beneath that, there's a layer also for friends. But then the inner core, nobody sees. I don't let anyone see that, because that is for me that is most vulnerable. And I put up a wall because I don't want to be hurt. I've only trusted two people 100%, and that was my mother and Nick, and they both betrayed me. And so I feel like if I trust someone again, that I'm going to be hurt. It's a natural thing for me now. So I think trust means hurt,
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think we need some therapy to work on trust issues.
Well, I mean, but I hope, because that's the thing. I mean, you're going to change, I mean, that's what life is. It's just change. And it's, I mean, what was it? My dad always told me this when I was a kid, that, no man is an island. So, I mean, you can't wall people off forever. I mean, people are going to care about you regardless. But, I mean, handling your emotions is a really, really good skill. But also, like, I mean, those are just, I mean, yes, you were hurt really, really badly. And, I can understand that. And, I mean, really, I could.
I believe you.
But, I mean, it just, you can be vulnerable, but also strong. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's not like, it's not black and white. You know what I mean? Like, you can give of yourself, but I mean, there's varying degrees that are, this is hard to explain. I'm sorry.
I think I'm getting it.
Well, no, I mean, like, it would be a lot easier if we were in person, because that's the thing. I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm kind of like, it's really hot, and I fucking, that's the one thing I hate about Texas. It's like, it's like snow is afraid of us or something.
I remember that from being in Louisiana. It probably snowed once in 2004, I think.
Yeah.
And never came back again.
And you know what? Well, you know what sucks, though, is that it does snow in different parts of Texas. It just, like, we're so centralized. But, I mean, what's cool is that I learned in geology that we're in, like, one of the safest places in the world because of there's no, chance of earthquakes. The only thing we have to worry about is tornadoes and rattlesnakes. That's about it.
Okay, well, I think the rattlesnakes can be controlled.
Yeah, I would think so. Oh, no, but anyway, I mean, okay, well, though, I don't want to, like, dismiss you, but, like, I understand, though, that, I mean, you have trouble trusting people, and I think that's just going to, take time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's one of the hardest things. It's one of the strangest things because, trust is one of the easiest things to get, but it's like the hardest thing in the world to get back, once you lose it.
Yeah, it is.
So, I mean, like if someone hurts you, I mean, depending on, your ability to let things go or, I mean, it's really tough. I'm with you on that.
And it's like I'm all about forgiveness and things like that. But it's like you said, it's easy to get sometimes, but it is so difficult to get back. And I'm like, the initial trusting someone is difficult for me. So imagine how much harder it is when they hurt me to get it back.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That's why I just feel like, closing everybody off, and it'll protect me. So it's like, the way I see it is I have a freaking iron fence with barbed wire and guard dogs all around me, and then I'm just in the center, and, nobody could hurt me. And I become numb to everything. And I don't want to be like that.
I know.
So it's like I think that I do need therapy, but I ask them, and they're like, well, you have a mental health score of 1, so I'm not fucked up enough to get the help I need, but you're not realizing just how fucked up I am.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say you're fucked up. I mean, I think you were fucked up by other people, but you as you are not fucked up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, basically, you're at the mercy of fucked up people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm serious. It's like, it's just, well, I mean, I've seen it, it's like really, good people just, taken advantage of by predators. You know what I mean? I mean, when I was, I can tell you a story. When I was little, I mean, I was abused a lot, as a child, but and that's the thing too. Like, people can smell it on you. Like, I mean, I was beaten up a lot by just for no reason, and like, I mean, just because I looked a certain way or I had this certain demeanor as a child. Like, you can't really hide your feelings when you're a kid. You don't have the capacity to really, like, build that wall yet. And I mean, I remember when I was a kid, like, I would play alone a lot, and I would get, like, approached by men who wanted, it's like, I mean, there was a guy I remember one time this guy got off a bus that was near the playground that I was at, and he, like, flagged me over, and he was just being nice to me, and I was like, okay, cool, I mean, I'll never forget this, but, like, he suddenly was like, do you want to give me a blowjob?
What?
And I just kind of, exactly, I was just like, no. I mean, I was a little kid, but I got really scared. And I got really, like, but I mean, he kept kind of, like, insisting at me and trying to grab at me, and it was just, I ran home.
That's good. Okay, run. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, though, it's like, it's like people can sense a victim, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and someone's vulnerable, because, it's like, I won't say that I had that exact same experience, but I will say that I was molested by my grandfather. And,
Oh.
I mean, I know, it seems like my whole life is just sucks.
Yeah, one more thing on top of that.
Right, one more thing to add to the pot. But a lot of people, don't know that because I didn't put that in the documentary. When Aaron asked, so you spent some time with your grandfather after you and your mom got in a car accident. I'm like, yeah, but we left because of issues. I didn't say what those issues were because I knew that, number one, my grandfather was doing an interview in the documentary, and two, that he would probably see it. And I just didn't feel like I've aired enough dirty laundry as it is. This is the last thing, this is the one thing that I can keep to myself because all my other secrets have been blown and everybody knows it. And so it's just something that I keep to myself and I don't tell many people, like telling my father and telling Kristy while I was in the jail was the first time I had told anybody besides Mom. And so they didn't believe me at first. And, it took a while, and then it actually had to come from my cousin Jessica telling Kristy, yeah, the same thing happened to me. He did the same thing to me. And so I believed Gypsy. And so it was after that she had believed me. And, because, my mother believed me right away because he had done the same thing to her. And so it was just a cycle. And I'm like, do you believe me now? Because I wouldn't lie about that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, anyway.
What's crazy is that, that just changes a lot of things. Because in the documentary, it's presented as, it mostly presented your mom as being a really, really evil person. And, she took advantage of, her family and wait, you're not talking about Claude, right?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay. He's your grandfather?
Yep.
I thought he was your, wait, I'm trying to remember. Okay, he's Dee Dee's father.
Yeah.
Okay, and that makes you your, okay, I'm sorry. I'm completely, I know, I just woke up. Leave me alone.
It's okay. I'll give you credit for that.
Okay. Well, because it's mostly portrayed as she screwed over her family a lot, but that it makes a lot, what you told me though makes a lot more sense though with how, your mom kind of went, because what's interesting is that I always figured that the reason that she did what she did to you was because Rod left,
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back, you know what I mean?
I think it was, but I think she had a very difficult past herself. And, from things that she's told me, that, her mom, my grandmother, had to spend some time in a mental facility where she was receiving shock therapy. Because Claude would basically, he's a man whore and would go out with a bunch of women and leave her at home with 6 kids, and it was a lot for her to deal with. And so she had a breakdown. And she had one child that was sick. My mother had all these records, and I don't know what happened to them. Kristy might have them, but I don't know. But it was a lot for her as a child because she was not only molested by her father, but she was also molested by her brother, which would be I want to say the middle brother. So, and she would get hit with a belt from both her parents. And so, she had a difficult childhood as well. And then it always got better. And she was a fat kid, okay? So she was probably like 200 pounds at 12 years old.
Yeah.
And, it wasn't until she started becoming bulimic and a little bit anorexic, that she started to slim down and become the beauty of the family. So she was in beauty pageants, and she was on drill team. She just had so much put on her shoulders to try and be perfect, to please her father and her mother and her sisters and her brothers. So, I mean, it's just that's really a lot on someone. And then to think that you found your happiness with your husband and, you know, you're expecting this baby and then your husband leaves, you're left alone with this child and you don't know what to do and everything's messed up and, you know. So that's basically that. And then I come into the picture and then my life story starts.
Yeah. Well, I'm really sorry that happened to you, sweetie. I really am.
It's okay. It's just something else that's made me stronger. So,
yeah.
And I mean,
well, I mean, it's good
is,
that you can acknowledge it, though. You know?
And the good thing is, even though all that happened, I still talk to Claude. I haven't talked to him recently or since I was in county, but him and Laura, which is his new wife, my cousins and everybody went to meet Mike for the first time. So they all went to meet my attorney. And while they were in New Orleans visiting with my attorney, Mom had me on the phone. So I got to at least say hi to everybody. I talked to Claude for probably about, I want to say 30 seconds, so it wasn't quite a minute. But, I have gotten past it because I feel he's up there in age. The worst thing, I'm not going to press charges on him because I don't think there's a time limit, but I'm not going to put the family through more than I already have. And I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to do as I did all those years ago and put it on the back burner and just say, forget it.
Well, but I mean, does it still bother you? I mean,
it does, because it affected me with being intimate with a man. And so I still get very nervous and very uncomfortable. With Nick, I was more comfortable, but just because we had been together for so long. And so, but even that kind of fucked me up even more because after he killed my mom, he raped me. So, I mean, it's rough, but I get through it because I have to, and everything just makes me stronger. So.
Yeah, you are very strong.
Sweet. I'm kind of thinking because I don't normally just blat out my personal stuff to everybody.
No, it's. I mean, I'm. I told you anything you say to me is, between us, and no one's gonna hear about it. I promise.
I know.
I wouldn't do that. It's funny, when I was in what was it? I think it was in middle school. Like, that was like the one thing that everybody noticed about me is that I don't gossip. Like, they know if they tell me something that, and it's so funny too because I didn't have friends, so people didn't really, I guess maybe that's why they felt comfortable telling me shit. And I mean, and they knew I wasn't going to tell anybody. And I mean, it's just how I am, I guess. I mean, I'm not, because I mean, it's not what I would want, I wouldn't want people talking about my business with anybody else,
Right, yeah.
But,
and that's even that way about me as well, because I'm like, I don't gossip. I don't have a clique or anything that I talk about other people's business with. I'm like, you can talk to me because I keep to myself, and whatever you say, I don't judge people. If you want to tell me that you're feeling homicidal or suicidal, well, number one, if you're feeling homicidal, I will talk you out of it. If you're feeling freaking suicidal, I will make sure to talk you out of it and calm you down. Or just some strange, weird shit. I'm pretty good at that. So I'm like, I can keep a secret. I can keep other people's secrets. Fine. But, I mean,
well, see, I'm just, really, really touched the fact that you can actually let that go, though, and because, I mean, frankly, right now, I mean, I just feel really angry that happened to you, and, you know, I honestly wish, I mean, I could, you know, hurt your grandfather in some way, but I mean, like, not in like a bad way, but you know what I mean? I just like, I wouldn't actually do that, but I mean, like, you know, I just, you know, because
makes people angry, you know, I get.
Well, I mean, that's just like the most fundamental like betrayal of the innocence of a child, you know, doing some disgusting, you know, that's despicable to me. That's just, you know, people like that don't deserve to be alive, in my opinion. But I mean, you know, I'm not like you know, you. Well, what?
They have prisons made for that. That's why prison is made.
Oh, I know, and it's like it's not just. But see, like it's. I like to think of it as like, you know, some kind of there's some karmic thing, because you know you got to live knowing that you hurt somebody like that. You know what I mean?
Right. Mhm.
So like every action has consequences, but I mean at the same time though, for my own, you know, personal thing, because you know I was molested as a child, and I don't speak to my sister anymore, and I don't think I ever will, and I just, you know, I just don't understand that kind of like, I mean, like, you know, whenever I encounter a child, I mean, I find it refreshing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because they have such a unique, they have their own unique, you know, kind of view of the world, and it's just so refreshing. Because you know, you're when you're an adult, it becomes very structured.
Mhm. But when you're a
You're
child,
just like,
everything just seems so much more like it seems magical. And
yeah, and there's no sense of
thing,
time.
Right. It's like there's this purity about just a simpler time, and it's like you're carefree. You don't have to worry about anything when you're a child. The most you can worry about is, okay, will Santa bring me my favorite toy for Christmas?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, but I mean, I just feel really bad that, you know, you didn't get to have that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it didn't take away any more of the innocence that I had, because I still maintained that, throughout my childhood, regardless. Like, for me, I didn't have friends. When I was little, I got to hang out with my cousins a lot. We'd have cousins by the dozens night, and they'd come over. And I think there's still some footage of whenever I had all the cousins come over to our apartment. And you just see me, and I'm like, I forgot what I was holding, but I was jumping up and down. I look like Shirley Temple with the curly blonde hair. And I was probably like 4 or something, and I grabbed something. It was a toy, and I guess it had something attached to it and with a string. And so I was throwing it around, and then I hit back throwing it at one of my cousins, and she's like, Gypsy! But, and then you see more footage of me, and I had a habit, okay, it's crazy, but I had a habit of not wanting to wear clothes. So I'd always want to wear a pair of fairy wings and nothing else. You know, I was thinking I was a little cherub, because you see all the little pictures of naked cherubs.
Yeah.
So I'd be going in the backyard, and I'd start off with my swimsuit, and I'd be playing with the sprinklers or whatever, and the little water slide, and then you see, oh, there goes off one shoulder, then the other one. Oh, then you just see me butt-ass naked, chasing a butterfly in the woods. I'm like, if that's not hillbilly, I don't know what is.
You were such a cute baby, though.
I was, wasn't I? I'm not gonna lie. I was a cute baby.
I mean, you know, you're still pretty damn cute, but you were so adorable.
I know. I was like, yeah, and my grandmother and my mom was trying to be in competition with each other to see who could dress me in the most frilliest dresses possible. And so when I was little, I used to have those, like, little panties with the ruffles on the butt. Had a bunch of those. I was in one beauty pageant, and I came out, and I had this walk like a monkey. I swear, it was literally a gorilla walk. I came out on stage walking like a gorilla, and I come out, and I just raise my arms above my head, and I'm like, I'm here, you know, not saying it, but I was like, I'm here. And my Aunt Claudia, she wanted to put makeup on me and do my hair and everything, and my mom was like, no, let it go natural. So, I mean, I didn't win because they had a bunch of other little girls that had the makeup and had the poofy hair, and so, but at least I went out and did it.
No.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's like toddlers and tears type thing.
That must have been interesting, though. I mean, when you were a toddler, you know, just. Well, when did your mom put you in a wheelchair?
I want to say it was okay. So I got in a motorcycle accident with my grandfather.
Yeah.
And I ended up being in a walker, like having a walker for some time, because they had to put 2 pins in my kneecap or whatever, because, I don't know, I had to have surgery because it messed up my knee or whatever. I don't think it's messed up, but it definitely skinned my knee.
Yeah.
But after that, Mom had went to, I want to say, my family doctor and requested a wheelchair. And so there was one point that she was like, get in the wheelchair. And this was a long time ago, but I still kind of remember it. And she was just like, get in the wheelchair, and we're just going to be in a wheelchair from now on. And I did.
Yeah.
So, and I was so young, and I think I was. I know I was in the walker at age 6 to 7, so I want to say I was 8 by the time I was in the walker. Mm-hmm.
I just really, really, really want to give you a big hug right now.
Well, you'll be able to.
I will. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing you.
Me too. And I was telling Mom I'm really excited, and I was like, I hope, because I had asked the caseworker, I was like, how many special visits can I have in a month or a year? And he said it's like 1 every 6 months. And I'm like, I don't know if that's, I mean, that's probably true, but Mom and I came and visited me in April, and I got another visit in July, so this month. So that's before 6 months.
Okay.
So I think it's up to them, you know, it's at their discretion to decide to approve or deny a special visit. That's why I was like, well, even if I can't get 2 sessions for you on the Saturday, at least you could be put down as my SO, so you can at least come on the Friday and the Saturday, you know?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Because I have to put in a special visit form a week prior. So whatever happens, I'll let you know.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal because, I mean, I don't know specifically, like, how often I can go up there. Like, I'll have to calculate it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, you know, if, like, every, you know, if I can only do it every 6 months, then, you know, I can only do it every 6 months. I'd like to do it more than that because, I mean, honestly, it doesn't, like, I'll have to take off work, you know, Thursday and Friday and then come back. I mean, well, I'll have to come back on Sunday, like drive back on Sunday so I can go to work on Monday. So, I mean, technically I only have to take 2 days off, which isn't bad at all. You know, I mean, I have oodles of vacation time.
Okay.
But, I mean, you know, I mean, you know, if I'm able to, you know, come and see you on Sundays as well, that would be really awesome.
Yeah. Because I just want to make sure that was, you know, put in place. And I don't think, did you get my pictures yet? I don't know, getting off the subject.
No, I haven't gotten them yet.
Okay, Okay, so you haven't gotten the letter that I had sent this week. The one you had got was probably the one that I sent the week before that.
Oh, okay.
So I sent some more pictures because I forgot which pictures I sent you. So I just sent some that I didn't think that I sent. And then I had sent another letter, and I had said, you know, the New Year's Eve is on a weekend this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, if you already planned for New Year's, then spend it with me. I won't be
Hell
there.
yeah. No, I'm not doing anything either. You know what's funny? Like, I mean, all my favorite holidays, I love them, but I never celebrate them because I'd have no one to celebrate with.
That's terrible.
I know, like, I mean, Halloween, I just sit around and watch a scary movie and eat a lot of candy, you know, or like, even Christmas, because I mean, oh, I didn't tell you. Tonight is my last night at my second job. I'm quitting.
Hey. Okay.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Good.
Well, I've been doing it for so long.
I would ask you, like, what do you do? Because I don't know.
Oh, my main job or my second job?
Both of them.
Oh, okay. My primary job is Monday through Friday, and I work in the underwriting department of a risk pool, which is basically like it's like insurance, but not like the evil kind of insurance.
Okay.
Well, like what we do is we cover the cities of Texas. Like we don't cover like individual people.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, stuff you really wouldn't think about it. Like, you know, if you were walking down the street and you tripped in a pothole and broke your ankle, you know, the city would be liable for that, you know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's the kind of stuff that we deal with. But what my job is I'm essentially like a glorified librarian.
Okay.
Yeah, I maintain all of their records, and you know, I keep the files up to date, and I mean, they have shit going back to the 70s. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, that's my primary job. My secondary job is just working night desk at the campus UT. But basically, like the job is I work like the emergency desk. So like if people call at like all hours for just random shit, like, you know, like, oh, I have a maintenance request, or oh, like, you know, the fire alarm has gone off, and I don't know. Like, I have to keep reminding myself that these are kids I'm dealing with, because like, well, a lot of them is like the light bulb went out, and I was like, okay, replace it.
Yeah. Right.
You know. It's like, what do I do? And it's like, you screw it out and you put the new one in. So yeah, and it's just ridiculous. But I'm really happy it's over because I'm so tired of working 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. Like the overnights have really fucked me up, and I really want to get back into exercise. And because that's the thing, like I have a real problem with sleep. I've had real bad issues with like insomnia and like restlessness, and like, I mean, when I was little, my parents would give me beer to get me to go to sleep, you know?
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was that bad. But I found that if I exercise consistently, I sleep like a baby.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tire yourself out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also,
But yeah, it's not too exciting though. I mean, my job, you know, I'm not rolling at it or anything, but for a guy who's never figured out what he's really good at because no one really took an interest in him, I think I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I think you are too. I think you're
thanks.
fine.
Well, I had to move out of my apartment, and I'm living back at home right now, and my goal is I'm gonna save up, and what I'm saving up for like a more permanent place. Like I want to either get like a condo or like a townhouse or something. Like something small. Like I want something that's permanent. You know what I mean? Because I'm tired of renting.
Yeah. Yeah, something permanent is pretty good to have, especially because, whenever you're ready to settle down or whatever, at least you'll have a home, and it won't be so difficult, so at least that stress will be off your shoulders,
Yeah, definitely. Well, also, I mean, I've never really, like, whenever I was renting an apartment, I never felt at home, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, this is my apartment and I have to keep it at a certain way. So when I move out, it never felt like a home. Like I would like to, put in shelves and actually, I could put in like wood floors or carpeting if I want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where I want to get to. Yeah, exactly. I want, I want something that's mine that I can actually have it reflect my personality, my dorky personality on. And, I was like, I don't know. I always felt like I loved living alone because it was awesome, Well, I mean, you can, eat cereal, naked over the sink if you wanted to, or,
right.
Do
whatever you want.
Yeah, you don't have to do your dishes, it's like you can leave your dishes everywhere, and it's like, well, those are my dishes, and, I'll get to them when I feel like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, living at home just reminds me of like, oh God, it's like I'm 33. Okay, I'm 33. I have to remind myself that because my parents don't believe it.
Well, just be like, hey, I have my own place, so I mean, at least you could tell them that. I mean, you got your own place at one point, and you're gonna get your own place again. So you're constantly just living with your parents,
Yeah, I know. I don't think I don't feel ashamed of it or anything like that. And I mean, if people judge me for it, I'm just like, you really have nothing better to do than, look down your nose at someone for, it's like a lot of people do that nowadays. You know why? Because the economy fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's only going to get worse.
With my dad. I'm going to be living with my dad and mom for a bit. I started putting money into my mandatory savings account for something. I don't know if I want to buy a car first. I don't know if I want to buy an apartment first. I don't know what I want to do, but at least I'm saving money for it.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely need a car first, because once you what I'm thinking, I mean, this is just my opinion, one man's opinion, but once you get out, you're going to be on parole, so you're going to need to have a good relationship with your PO, even if they are a dick. They're going to be a resource for you. So basically, what you're gonna say, like, oh, I can't find a job. Can you help me find a job? Stuff like that. And even then, I mean, I'll help you. You know what I mean? Once you come out, I mean, we can get together and I'll help you brush up on your resume or whatever.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, anytime. But like, definitely get a car first, because you're going to need reliable transportation so you can get to work, so you can make your money.
All right.
And then, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, but that's the thing too. It's very important to be disciplined. And, it's very tempting when you get the money, like once, all your hard work is paid off and you finally get that paycheck and you want to spend it, you have to resist that, and you have to, it's like, okay, you have to think in the future,
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't want to live at home for the rest of my life. So, you got to start a little savings for you. And I mean, and you have to decide, if you want to live in an apartment, because there's pros and cons with everything. You can live in an apartment, you can live in a condo, you can live in a townhouse, or you can actually buy a home. Right. And there's pros and cons with all of those,
Yeah, I mean, I can't decide what I want now, because all the things that factor into all those decisions hasn't happened yet. So
yeah, I know.
I'm like, I gotta think about how much money, what kind of job I'm gonna have.
Also, things will have changed by the time you get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah.
I mean, you never know what's going to happen from one year to the next. It's scary and exciting.
1 week at a time, and 1 day
at a
time. And my was talking to my friend Sophia the other night, and she had read something. She read the 15 things not shown in Mommy, Dad, and Dearest article that Mom and Dad did. I think it was like a Twitter blog or whatever. And I guess she read that, and she was like, "So you want to have kids?" And I'm like, "Yeah, someday, not now."
Yeah.
You know, but she's a sweetheart. You know, we used to be in a group together for kids with disabilities. So, yeah. But she's probably the longest lasting friend that I've had. And, I mean, she could be a pain in the butt, but that's why I had to tell her, you know, don't call Mom all the time. If you want to talk to me, send me an email, and I will call you. You know.
Yeah. Well, I told Kristy, I said, I think she's just really lonely.
Yeah, she is. And she's trying to figure out her life. She's not, she's only a little bit younger than me. And she's trying to find a job, but working around her disabilities. So I'm like, you know, trying to give her some advice for that. So, I mean, I'm trying to figure out myself and help other people at the same time. But,
well, maybe you can, I mean, you know, you don't have to be the strong one all the time, you know?
I know, but it seems like I have to be a lot of the time.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what's awful about, you know, I really wish they wouldn't, I mean, they didn't put you in prison because it's, you know, you can't be yourself there, you know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I could be myself
to an
extent, but I have to be.
Yeah, to a certain extent, but I mean, you know, when you were in county, you know, you saw what people, I mean, they take advantage of you.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, and that's what I'm hoping is that, you know, it doesn't, because that's the thing, like, you know, 10 years is a long time, and I don't want it to harden, because I know you have a good heart, you know? Yeah, well, yeah, I don't. No, yeah, well, I mean, that's what I'm afraid of, though. Like, I don't want you, like, see, once you're out, though, I mean, I was reading a lot about transitional, you know, like transitioning from, you know, being on the inside to being on the outside. And I mean, you know, it's gonna, I mean, it's super hard if you don't have any support, but I mean, also just, you know, you get so used to routine, and you get so used to, you know, it's like when you don't have to get up at a certain time, and, you know, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, it's something that just takes time, you know, just to kind of readjust. But I just don't want, that's the thing too. I mean, I don't know what it's like there, and I don't want to pretend, you know, I don't want to pretend like I do know what it's like. But I mean, you know, I just don't want you to deal with bullshit, you know, on a constant, you know, it's like that guy who's like, you know, I'll send you to the hole for hugging somebody, for how dare you be human, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just kind of like, you know.
Every day. It's not like that every day, because there
okay, good.
There are nice guards that they'll play with me, and you know, I see them, and I'm like, you know, sort of the uniform faded away once I got to see that they're human too, and they have a good personality, and so it's not all the guards that are bad. It's, you know, it's just a random few. And that's just everywhere. Like they had in county, they had a woman that she knew, I'm not going to say that we've met before, but she knew of me because she would go to Vision Con, and I would go to Vision Con. And so I'm like, someone had mentioned that she went to Vision Con, and I was like, I went up to her and I was like, Miss Hughes, you go to Vision Con? And she's like, yeah, I go every year. And I said, usually I do too. And she's like, yeah, we all know you. And it looked like the smuggest attitude. And like, I couldn't figure out why the fuck she hated me. I'm like, what is it with this woman and hating me? I didn't do anything to her. I've never been rude to her. And back then, I still had the feeding tube. So whenever they'd pat me down, I would kind of hunch my back because I was trying to protect my stomach. So I'm like, if you pull this feeding tube, it's going to hurt. And And so she kind of, snapped at me and was like, I told her, I said, can you please be careful around my stomach area? And she was like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to know that? You're supposed to tell me this kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I told Mike about that, and he's like, he got pissed, and he's like, let me know her name and where she works and everything. I'm like, I don't know if I know her. I don't think we know each other personally, but she knows of me because we have been to a certain event together.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I couldn't prove that we knew each other from the outside because if we did, they'd move her to a different location. And I didn't have to worry about that, but I did, and she hated me up until the day I left. But I don't care because I don't have to ever see her again.
Yeah, and that's her problem. You know what I mean? It's not yours.
Yeah, and it was before everything came out about my past and everything. So I mean, she's probably just looking at me like, oh, this chick Taylor mom because she wants to be with her boyfriend. So.
Well, you know what one of my favorite parts though of the documentary was? It was actually your dad. Like, it was one of the first segments with him, and he was saying, it's like he just doesn't understand. Like, it's like, I mean, you don't just wake up one day and it's like, oh, I'm gonna kill my mother to be with my boyfriend. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like that doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And it's like you have to look deeper, and it's like why would it come to that point,
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people, like I said, there's a lot of superficial kind of, it's like they only see or they only believe what they're told. They don't actually take the effort to look deeper and to find different perspectives,
Yeah. I tried to tell people that whenever I first got arrested, but I just didn't know how exactly. I'm like, it's very complicated.
Yeah, it is.
It's very complicated. Like, you think you know everything about one thing, and then something comes and blows that theory out of the water. And it's not that one, and it's not that one, and it's the one you least expect.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing, too. I mean, that's what it always fascinates me about human beings. It's, people leave their houses and they put on the mask. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, or I love how Kristy Rod put it. Like, he's like, you're not meeting, the real person. You're meeting the representative.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're not meeting the actual person. But I mean, like, it's interesting. A therapist once described this to me. It's like, there's different levels of closeness between people, and she described it as a bowl. You know what I mean? Like, on the top, the superficialness, you have acquaintances, people, it's like, oh, hello, or, that stranger that, it's like, but you see them occasionally. It's like, oh, hello, hi, how are you? It's like that lady from VisionCon, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't actually know her, but you've seen her.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, as you go deeper into the bowl, you know what I mean? The closer and closer you get, and you actually know the real person. You get to know like the nitty gritty about somebody, and it's like, oh, that's, you start to be able to kind of predict if it's like, or even feel, it's like, when you felt like, there was something wrong with Kristy, even though she said it wasn't. And it's like, your gut was telling you, it's like, I know you, come on, don't bullshit me,
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, no, it's when you stop and you're like, so you feel like telling the truth now, or you want to wait,
Right. Mhm. Yeah.
So it's just,
Mhm.
What?
You just gotta get to know somebody, and if you know them good enough, you can know when they're lying and when something's wrong. And especially if you have a bond with somebody, then it becomes even stronger.
And that takes time, though. That's what a lot of people are not willing to do. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
Man, I really want one of those RCs right now.
I wish I could give one to you. I have about 2 hours.
Well, I wish you could. Yeah, once I'm there, we're gonna load up on cold junk food. It's gonna be great.
Awesome. Yeah. And don't worry, don't stress about the picture because I'm just as stressed out as you are, probably. Hey,
it was your idea.
I know it's my idea. But hey, I like, stressed out. I'm talking about, I'm like, I need to know how to do my hair. I need to know how to do my makeup. I need to know everything. I'm like, I don't want to act weird, so I need you to, like, coach me on how to not be weird.
I like you the way you are.
Well, that's comforting. I put comfort in that.
Yeah, I'm the type of person, like, I'm no one to judge anybody on anything, you know what I mean? Unless you're blatantly, like, an asshole to me, like, straight up. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm like, man, who hurt you? You know what I mean? 'Cause, like, I didn't do shit to you. But, I mean, I will admit to you, though, I do love your hair naturally, like the way it is, the curliness.
Yeah.
I mean, I like when it's straight, it looks like Kristy's, and it's really weird to see you with straight hair.
I know, right? Like, I know, I take a liking to it because people, like, say that it looks longer when it's straight. So, of course, naturally, I'm going to want it longer because I'm always constantly wanting longer hair. And so I just took a liking to it, and I don't know, I have more confidence when it is like that, because I guess for me, whenever it's not done like that, I think back to, like, the first Harry Potter movie, Hermione's hair, and I compare the two.
So are you going to continue to let it grow out?
Yeah, I will.
Cool.
I'm going to let it grow probably to my ass.
Right on.
Yeah.
We'll get you. You know what we should do? We should like braid it, and then like you can use it as a weapon, just like smack people around with it. Yeah. There you go. Like a tentacle.
Like a whip or something.
Yeah. Well, you know what though? My favorite, and this is just me personally, okay? My favorite, when you did your plea deal, I loved how your hair looked.
Really? Because I was so worried about that. Oh my
really?
God. Yes, I was so much stressed because, okay, so whenever I went to segregation, my hair was going through that shag phase. Like, I had a bunch of freaking bad hair days, going through my face. It was so bad. And so there would be times where it looked like a shag, and then other times it just looked weird, and I didn't want to have a mullet. Because I'm like, I never had long hair, so I didn't know how it was going to grow exactly. And so I'm thinking, I don't want a mullet. So I take a razor, and in my cell, I just Shanghai myself. And I just cut the back off short. And then whenever I saw what I had done, I had messed it up so bad. And so I had to get it cut so it looked a little better. And I had court the next day. And
oh, wow.
I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do my hair. I don't have my usual court clothes. They were very nice, the jail uniform, but they were a nice set. And I wanted to look presentable. And so I had a size 2XL shirt to wear to court. And I'm like, oh, this is going to fall off me. And then I had to see Nick, and then I'm like, oh, all of it just sucks. And so I was like...
Yeah, that was really weird. Why did y'all have to be there together?
Because we were on the same case. Our case
but I mean...
We had not been separated yet. So whenever we would have court, we'd have court together. And
okay.
So they would bring him in first, and we'd have to walk there together. It was like a very long tunnel that we'd have to go through. And so he would be walking ahead of me, and I would be walking behind him. And, in that time span, there is time for threats to be given to each other, whatever, or certain hand gestures that could be going on between us. So it was very stressful because he's making death threats to me. And then finally, whenever I was about to plea out and we had our last court date together, I had heard from someone, I think it was my attorney's assistant, said that he was spreading death threats to me, to get to me. And so I looked at him and I said, dude, we have like this little window, and I said, "You want to kill me? Fuck you, do it." He freaking freaked out. Oh, he freaked out. And then he said, "Bitch," and "pig," and he just said, and "traitor," and a bunch of things to me. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, way to go, Gypsy. Way to go.
Yeah. So good that day.
No shit, man. That's awesome. That is so awesome.
But yeah,
my God.
Getting back to my hair in the documentary, I had a girl that was in there with me. She braided hair. So I was like, I want a hairband braid, and my hair was just naturally curly. So I just washed it and let it dry off. And then it turned curly, and I'm like, okay, I guess this is good enough. I put on some jailhouse makeup, which I had combined toothpaste and ink frame pen to make mascara, and a little bit of red from a fireball to make eyeshadow, and that's about it. And maybe some glitter from a card.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah. But, I mean, they offered to do my makeup, but I was like, I had already done my makeup with the options that I had.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, I mean...
I don't know. I really, I like it. Like, I mean, this is just me, though. I mean, you know, it's just my own... I mean, I just think you look really, really good with curly hair. That's just me, though.
Well, then maybe I should stay curly for a visit.
No, I mean, do whatever you like. I mean, you know, it's just hair.
Yeah, they're very picky about my hair.
Yeah, but, well, I mean, the picture I have of you, like, I really, really love the way, like, the pose and everything. Like, I just, the picture of you when you're sitting next to Mike and you're just kind of looking off.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen that picture, but I mean, that's my favorite picture of you.
Really? A jail
Yeah.
picture?
No, it's when you were in court. Yeah, I know. Like, when I draw it, I'm gonna change the shirt. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, I know that they had one, and like they had tablets in jail, and so on ABC News or whatever, they had all the pictures throughout my court and throughout my case, just beginning to end to the police. And I'm like, oh my God, I look so messed up. And I was like, damn, I didn't look good at all. And to see how I've kind of grown since then, I'm like, wow, definitely changed.
It's quite amazing though how, I mean, you look so much healthier and happier now, you know?
I am. And
I know.
it's just so much better. And I think I kind of shock myself sometimes because I look back on pictures of me back then and I'm like, I don't recognize that girl. Like, that's not me anymore. And of course I can remember being like that.
You have 1 minute left.
Oh, hold on. I have to call you back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
The caller has hung up.